But first, a fully reopened Las Vegas coming soon to stores and businesses near you. Thanks so much for joining us here live on TV, Apple TV, or wherever you're streaming us right now. I'm Todd Quinones.
And I'm Trisha Keene. Clark County Commissioners approving a new plan today, removing social distancing restrictions and allowing businesses to be at 100% capacity starting June 1st.
And so we do have team coverage tonight. 13 Action News reporter Sean Delancey explains public comment that got pretty heated at that meeting. But let's begin with 13 Action News reporter Jeremy CHEN. He's breaking down these new rules and also why commissioners decided to move forward. Jeremy.
Yeah, that June 1st date was set by Governor Sisolak as a goal for the state to fully reopen, and Clark County commissioners felt that that particular time was also the perfect time to fully reopen as well. Now, earlier today, Clark County commissioners unanimously approved a plan removing capacity limits for events, large gatherings, and all businesses starting June 1st. This means no more social distancing, and it's pretty much business as usual for everything. The mask guidance will follow the governor's order, aligning with CDC guidelines, where fully vaccinated people don't need to wear masks. However, they're still required in places like airports or all forms of public transportation. Local businesses are also allowed to still require them.
We've encouraged them through OSHA to put signage up so that they remind people that if you're not fully vaccinated, you should still wear your mask.
The county says it will be monitoring hospital capacity closely, and if there's any concerning rise, they may have to bring back some restrictions. Now, you may remember in the original county plan, they had a 60% vaccination goal of loosening restrictions, basically 60% of people getting at least one dose of the vaccine. Well, Clark County commissioners decided to bypass that and forego that, and we'll tell you why coming up at 6. Jeremy CHEN, 13 Action News.
Thank you. And he's just mentioned, you heard there, private businesses are still allowed to require masks. One attorney says that's because businesses and employers still have an obligation to keep workers and patrons safe from COVID-19. And state health officials say businesses are allowed to check vaccine records to determine whether or not a person has to wear a mask. So far, most will go by the honor system. Clark County commissioners opened the floor to public comment when they were discussing the mask mandate in schools. And some people got pretty fired up.
Yeah, 13 Action News reporter Sean Delancey was there and now has some of that reaction.
Public comment during this morning's Clark County Commission meeting was heated, to say the least. Anti-mask advocates say that they want no more masks in schools, and they weren't taking no for an answer. County Commission Chair MARILYN KIRKPATRICK made one thing clear right off the bat.
We do not have any jurisdiction over the Clark County School District mask policy.
Despite that, a group calling for the school district to drop its mask requirement charged ahead, with mother of 6 Michelle NIELSON saying her kids have been scared for more than a year, being told to follow dozens of changing rules when it comes to masks.
If you don't, you might kill mommy, daddy, and grandma. This is psychological warfare on our children.
NIELSON pointed to low transmission and death rates among children as reasons to drop the mandate completely. Most of the other testimony was filled with conspiracy theories that the CDC has debunked, from claims that masks make you sick or lower your oxygen levels to claims that vaccines are more dangerous than the coronavirus.
Victims will file and take you to task. Every one of you is personally liable. Independent data is verifiable.
Overall, the message came through loud and clear from this group, no matter the justification.
Unmask our children now. We are depending on all of you to do it immediately, not in the fall, right now. Thank you.
The CDC says that it's still too early to allow kids to go without masks because most are still too young to get access to the vaccines, and those that are eligible, many still haven't completed their vaccine cycle. Sean Delancey, 13 Action News.